Aha! I knew I was right. Welcome to the queue. Just back from BBR 3 tournament in Atlanta, Georgia at site B3. And if you'll notice, the queue looks a little different today. I may have borrowed a piece of wall from Sired's new bunker down there, but hopefully he hasn't missed it. Anyway, it was a fun time. I've got my Canadian hat on in honor of those Canadian veterans that did not make the trip down because they couldn't cross the border. So hats off to you guys. Hopefully we see you here next year. It was a fun tournament. Met some new people, and the new digs that Site B3 offers is pretty cool. I'm sure you saw a lot of recap videos, and Detroit did some interview videos, and there was all sorts of little snippets you could see, and I sent out a few. I'm going to try and stitch those into this video to make one overall video to watch to see, you know, what I put out there. So and it's different from others. I tried to do some of each day, but like I said, I got some of the first day and the second day. And as the day progressed, you know, you're focused on the game, and it just it wasn't in the cards to go around each table and video, and you know, because you had to pay attention. So I thought on that last day, there's just 2 tables playing. I thought it would be easier at the end of each round to give a little you know, overview of the map, so you can see kind of how the game's progressing each way, and hopefully that was good for you. I will tell you that on our table, I was going to do the final round, but when the game was over, you know, we had you know, a little break, and we were talking, and next thing I know, pieces are flying off the board, you know, getting put away. So I missed the opportunity to show that final round map to see what it looks like. But if you were following along with each turn, you could see, I think the axis was around 9 victory points. They were going for Leningrad to secure, you know, another victory point, which means they still had 2 to get. But you could see a huge wall of German units and tanks coming, and Russia whittled them down. You know, by the time they got to Leningrad, I think it may have just been a couple infantry and artillery, and then a big stack of tanks. And then Leningrad, we'd seen it coming. We fortified Leningrad with you know, French infantry. I think the French fighter made it there. British infantry, British armor, British mechs. You know, and of course, you know, some Russians. And the battle, I think the first roll was a little harsh for G.I. Joe, for the Germans, and he didn't get enough hits that, you know, that would have secured the victory. I think the battle went 4 rounds, and in the final, it might have been 5 rounds. I think it was 5 rounds of rolling dice in that battle, and on that last round, it was 1 German tank versus 1 Russian fighter, and they both hit. Cleared out Leningrad. However, there was no piece left to take it, which left the Russians to move in on their turn. We had British fighters to come in. The U.S. was actually right there as well on the next territory, so they could move in. So we would be able to stack that pretty good on that final turn 8. That Germany could have come again with much less pieces. Matter of fact, I'm not sure if there was, yeah, there were some tanks that he could rail up. So it was not enough to get, because we still had the factory there. We never moved it. So we could build on it. We could flood in all the Russians that were available. And the rest of Russia was secure. So in that aspect, at that point when they couldn't get that victory point, they conceded the game, and we ended there, and and I think that's probably the right call, because without Leningrad, I don't know how they get the other two, or a third victory point, so to speak. The battle for the Pacific was on the threshold there. The big navies were all poised, and whether it went good for Japan or bad for Japan, I think Japan protects Tokyo for sure. So, and probably, well, that's a good point. Maybe they don't protect both Tokyo and Manila. They have to choose one. Probably everything slides down to Manila, and then you build a fresh navy in Tokyo on that turn, and just hope for the best. I don't know. But either way, they conceded. So BK, Cowboy, and myself came away with the gold on that round, and then Sired and G.I. Joe with the silver. The other game, because we called it in the turn 7 beginning there, the other game I think went on for another hour and a half, maybe just an hour. It's hard to say. But we had separate vehicles, so we were hungry and ready to get with the program. So we hung around for a while. I think we hung around for about, an hour after our game cleaned up and went on, and their game still looked like it had another hour to go maybe. So we headed back to the place we were staying, and they were, oddly enough, 3 of the 4 players in the bronze medal game were staying with us too. So we knew we were going to know what the outcome was when they got back, and when they did, we sat around and shot the breeze for a while. A lot longer than probably we should have, because we all had to get up early, and some to the airport and some for the long drive home. But it was a fun event. The teams are getting tougher. When you look at Sired had the banners posted, from the first, second, and third year, and when you look at that first year, the point spread from the top team to the bottom team was huge, and it got a little shorter the second year, and then this year, I'm trying to think. I don't think anybody was below 0. Maybe one team, but the high team, wasn't as high as in previous years either. So the competition is definitely getting tougher, and that's just due to the fact that more people are playing the BBR format. The rules, while they might change from year to year, are just like little tweaks. So I think that the competition, like I said, it's going to get tougher and tougher, and next year it'll probably be even tougher. And Jason was saying that he sells the map. You can go on his website and buy the rights to the BBR map, which gets you the right to all the maps, 1, 2, and 3, and if it changes for next year, and I don't know that it is, you also get the rights to that. So, but he was saying that he sold over about, I think it was over 200 rights to print those maps. So that's a lot of maps getting out there, and I may have a few of them around here. So that was pretty cool to have that kind of participation and that kind of knowledge, and like I said, the people they're catching on, they're playing the game more efficiently, and the competition is definitely getting better. Well, I wouldn't say better. Let's not say better. Let's say the competition is getting great, because anybody there could have easily won. There was no real beatdowns. I didn't see anything where it's like, oh, that's not even a game. Day 1, day 2, and even day 3. I think that the ball could have gone either direction on most tables. So hats off to all the players that attended. It was a good job, and I was seeing on the chat today that most of them are already signed up for next year. So if you were thinking of going next year, the time to sign up is pretty close, pretty short. because I think he's adding one table for next year. So that's an additional 2 teams. So there may have to be, you know, if there's an abundance of people that want in, may have to be some 3-person teams like we had last year. And I think there was 3 teams that had 3 people, maybe 4. I think that worked out okay. You know, but should be fun. Let's piece together some clips and prize videos and some of the other things. And then I won't see you at the end. I'll just end the video. So thanks for watching, and keep rolling those dice. Hello, welcome not to the queue. We're in Georgia, northern Georgia, and we're going to be playing some BBR today. Let's go see where. Let's take a peek. It's the Bloodbath. All right, so if you'll notice the roundels, kind of got a little face mask on, no problem. But here's your first look at the Bloodbath 3 tournament. And it is still under construction a little bit, but it is far and wide. Going to be pretty fun.
Hello.
Hey, you guys.
I'm shooting first. One hit. So my guys have to see each and get a point, right? Yeah. Correct. So one guy can move out. Yeah, correct. Better not. What do you want to take? Shorter?
Your call on that. That's an interesting call.
Yeah, we don't want to do that, and then that makes it where we don't lose anything.
Wait, hold on. There's an air base. Is there an air base? There's no air base here.
Only in 42 there is, not 40. There's actually built one in 41.
Hold on. So these guys can go 3 more, right? No, we can't make it there, right? No, we can make it there, right? You have to play kind of nice one.
You're running carry already.
The planes are at spin distance, right?
So you can't see trees.
Let me tell you,
Sing it, baby.
You can't move it.
BK and I have been sent away from the table while they strategize.
Here we scrambled, they hit 3 and 3. Fucked up that first attack on my fleet.
I don't want to talk about it.
And then we scrambled.
All right, here we are at the start of day 2. Look over at the chart. You can see who's playing who based off yesterday's point total. And I don't think either one of these tables are ready to go. There's Carl. And we are starting. We're playing Lieutenant Dan and Pagan. Oh, there you go. And look at the shirts. Look at those shirts.
It's Lieutenant Dan.
Man.
It's the People's Army for our glorious leader, Kim Jong-il.
Man, we've got to win for America, don't we?
Wait a minute.
All right, BK's making his crucial move, so I'll move away from there. And they are not ready to go, so I will pop back at a later point. Here we are at turn 5.
One hit.
None.
Now we're down to the
Ones.
nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
Should hit here.
Boom!
Neither. Okay. Two. Like that, you got that.
Well, we look good in the first quarter. Second quarter shaky.
What, are you still on turn 5?
Turn
Four.
four.
Okay.
I think we're the slowest game right now.
Yeah, we just started at 5.
Nice.
So they text, right?
I drew a pick. I drew a pick.
These guys. These three will be railed. We have no Italian can openers, right?
Yeah, I don't see any.
Yeah.
Two twos for the bomber, destroyer, 3 3s, 3 4s. Is that what you guys? Magic
Day
number
3, we got the game for the bronze medal. Detroit War Pig against Corporal and Rob
I got two of them.
Chaplin. First dice rolls of that game. For the gold round is that gold. And G.I. Joe and Fireblood versus VK and myself. Joe is planning out his first go. Everything's close to rolling dice here. And in the background, there's another table getting set up. They're going to play for fun. And let's see how this day goes. Probably not going to be much more videos on it just because it's going to be very stressful, right? All right, start rolling dice. Turn 1 is done.
Yeah, I had 2 things I could have done. Stupid.
Offside is 3 anti-defensive 12 plus 6 is 18. Aircraft can't make it. One is bomber. I should have the upper hand.
It's like that.
All right, start turn 3 of the medal round.
I wasn't in a position to because
There's Japan's bye
I wouldn't even
already.
know it when the game
Jason's
started.
get ahead in the
When I
end of
go,
the
I
game
just
there.
kinda- And then I screwed up the ping pong. So that, even if I wanted.
I don't think that's a screw up though.
I just take it.
Yeah, I don't.
Just take it.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Well, he's
Unless you
like,
want to go 2.
because he forgot to get his.
go over
That's,
to the
that's
other
the only
table.
reason.
Exactly.
That's the only
Exactly.
Right, but he was mad because he forgot to move a Romanian or whatever in there.
Hello.
Right,
So I retreated, I had to retreat back to here, so then I had to.
but that doesn't mean, yeah, once again, so what? You still get to where you need. Exactly what you need. And all
Yeah,
it is-
worked out nicely. And now we're getting ready to draw the prizes over here. And then those who want to head home can head home for the weekend. See, you got the shadow in there. And everything's set up. I'm gonna come in on these. That's what I want there, some of those painted units. And also in the giveaway is the table underneath it, which is Jason's or Sarplood's original folding table. Start of turn 4.
What do you feed me today? Oh, sorry, but oh, sorry.
Yep. What's up? Sorry. You concentrate.
We'll do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. 1, 2.
Yay!
27. I'm still hanging in there somehow.
Are you guys Axis or Allies?
Axis.
Axis, okay. So you suffered the same Egypt defeat.
Yeah, I tried it. He just overwhelmed me.
Yeah.
So it's I couldn't outlast him. He outlasted me.
So they walked away, but they're still within earshot. J3 was really successful. Japan was able to do a lot.
Right.
I've got.
If we,
Man, J4 is going to be huge.
Yeah, Sire, he didn't get all the islands, but he's going to get them this turn.
We're having fun.
Yeah.
And I love the side conversations too.
I want them to roll
Start
twos,
of
not
turn
ones.
5.
Right. We're rolling 2s right now.
You want to lay out the rest of it first?
Yeah. Sorry.
No. We all talking, getting distracted. I need you down here distracting Wendy. He's abusing me over here in China.
What's nice is the garage has been so messy in preparation for this. The dog has never been down here, so he's totally blind. But he loves exploring new cracks and crannies, and like every time I open a new part of the house up, the question is, like, is there there's a closet over here or something? You know what I mean? And, so now,
Yeah.
What a game.
Hung on to Cairo. No.
Yeah, those men got their evacuation orders. Oh man.
This turn is right.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and place my units. Actually, this guy moves up. One, it's railed up here. I'll place 2 artillery over here.
Start of turn 6.
Oh, wait. That's open now, right? Let's take that. What the heck? Get some money.
He wants
Or
money.
should I just turtle in the euros? Do we have
no point. He's
point.
gonna roll in there with those.
get some money, right?
He's gonna roll in there with those, and then plus those two. So
Just get some money, right?
yeah, suck up them dollars.
All right.
Oh, you want to roll, huh?
Yeah, let's roll, baby.
Okay. Let's roll. All right. Let me get some rolling on here.
I gotta see what your
So you're
epiphany is
attacking
all
that
about.
Navy.
Let's just start with the Navy.
You gotta try to
All
break
right,
your code.
so I
and see
got
what
a
your,
2.
So I got
your epiphany
you got a
was all
destroyer.
about.
So I have a 2. That destroyer is not going.
Okay.
So I got
One battle right there.
and 2 at 2. Got 2 at. That way.
Well, he'll land on our way.
What'd you buy?
Oh, he'll have my way. That's right. Oh, sorry. I do have my buy.
You want to just roll this while we got the dice in our hands?
Yeah.
You mean I just sit
Oh,
here?
no, he has the buy. He just didn't put it out.
I know. I've been slowing everything else. There you go. Here we go. Ready? 1.
The hell is it, like 15
All
or
right.
something?
Let's see what you got.
18.
You need 30 hits. 2.
1, 2.
2 back. So,
What are you taking?
what am I taking since I'm the defender? Well, we're going to get rid of that carrier, because who cares, right?
I'll do the same here.
Oh, carrier versus carrier. So let's take a 2 out of the stack.
There's no dice. Here we
You want me to do that?
go. 1 hit.
1. No,
Oh,
I got it.
man.
Oh, come on. 1. That was my opportunity.
What are you going to lose?
We're going to lose. Well,
You know what? You should have taken. I should have been paying attention. You should have taken that the first time,
nah, because he's got a sub.
and then just turn it. Oh,
Yeah. So we're taking the destroyer.
I'll take the.
He's going
Well,
to
you're not gonna
take.
take ours.
No, yeah. If I take this, I can sneak attack.
Yep.
You certainly can.
But that means that
Hits it with all your other
cannot
shit.
hit this.
Right.
It's gonna hit
That's
that
hitting
stuff.
your good stuff.
So boom.
All right.
So I take
All
out
right,
my.
so I gotta get
destroyer.
rid
So
of
I
a
still have a
2.
2 for my destroyer. And still have my cruiser. All right, here we go.
Continue to roll bad. Nope.
1, 2, 3,
that's the
4.
end of it. All right. 2 bags.
So we're gonna go
Okay.
1 and 2 since that's dead anyway.
So clear out the US. There's your marker. And they weren't long for the world anyway.
Let's do this battle here. I got a target select.
All right, well, that's VK, so take a peek at this table.
35,
And this one.
35,
Ooh, there's a stack of goods.
Yep.
36.
That.
Yeah, my partner
32.
refuses to use anything other than grays.
Well, it certainly makes it look impressive, right?
35, 36, 37, 38, 39. I got UK at 39.
Just
Start
so
at
all
turn
of this,
7.
not this. These, but well, not the guys. So all you guys, the artillery tanks would be in Warsaw. You have to be able to get that back. But once you get that back, you have nothing left. So I don't know if he'd go there or not. He might go back. He might try to backdoor you back. We'll see. It all. It would all
knows
depend.
with that guy?
It all depend on the outcome. If you survive with all those tanks, then obviously he's not going it. If you survive with 3 tanks, he's coming.
What time are you guys on 7 yet? Or still on
UK
6?
6.
Oh, so you're about a half turn behind. That's
Yeah.
You think your couch?
pretty close.
Yeah, we're getting there. Down to the wire.
I haven't even did this one.
Okay, good. So like one of the original ones I have, one of the middle versions, I'm gonna donate it to the kids. Engagement club and stuff like that. Stuff like that. So I'll just leave it up there so that they can play on it. They can play on it anytime. Stuff like that. They can play on it. Which is great. Anytime.
All right, so here's a look at some of the valuable prizes won at the BBR 3 tournament. First up is this nice box. It was excellent for carrying stuff home. And, you know, I can reuse it. I can tear this off and ship something else in it. So it was very exciting to get the box. Let's see what's in the box. All right, so first thing up is everyone at the tournament received a rule book, printed rule book, really nice. Flip that open, you know, hard copy, all sorts of good things in there. So that was nice. These actually, G.I. Joe gave me some of the extra. It's full of like extra pieces and infantry. So that wasn't regarding the tournament, but the first thing in line that one of the things I chose was this rule book. And I have a World War I 1914 Axis and Allies rule book, but this one, autographed by Larry Harris. So I don't think I'll bring that out of the bag. We'll do something else with that. One of the things that I was really interested in was these painted pieces. And I will post up a picture of those. And you can see I've got 3 bags of the units that Detroit painted. Well, of course, they're all upside down, so you can't really see them. But there's some U.S. tanks, and then you've got some carriers and planes. And then from Sired, I picked a bag, and it's German transports, and they are extremely well done. So we'll look at those as some picks. I did pick up a couple planes, a B-25 bomber, and a Messerschmitt fighter. And as you'll notice underneath is the Axis and Allies Europe 1940. So I got that game, and I think, no, that's not it. In a separate drawing, I also won Pacific. So I got the whole 9 yards there. So that was pretty amazing to get that. Like I said, I'm going to put those pieces out in their natural habitat so that you can see what those look like. Here are the pieces out of the bag, and like I said before, 3 of these sets are from Detroit. You know, the fighters, carriers, and tanks. And Sired set, you know, I saw the bag, you know, I saw the sticker on the side, or the decal,
and the little number on the front. And I thought, man, that's some impressive detail. So I grabbed those, you know, and each one has a different number, so it's not like it's the same set over and over again. What I didn't know in there was the destroyer and 2 subs. And, you know, I just now emptied the bag out for the first time. We drove home, you know, yesterday, so I didn't have time to look at anything, you know, after driving 12 hours. But, you know, and you look at the sub and look at the flags on the back of those 2 ships. I don't begin to know how you get those on there as small as they are. And, you know, the subs have the numbers as well, like the transports. I don't think you can, destroyers are usually too small, but, oh, well, he didn't put it on the front of the ship like that, but I guess it's towards the middle there. So you got the number on that destroyer as well. So those are pretty cool. And then here's all the Spitfires, Spitfighters. I don't know what I called them there. That sounded weird. 3 different sets or styles, you know, of decals for those insignias. But basically all the same, you know, paint on that plane there. Oh, let's try and do it from this angle so I get the shadows out of there. You know, the bottoms are gray, you know, just like a Spitfire would have been painted. So that was pretty cool. And we move on to the carriers here. And 2 different carriers, you know, the traditional white and red paint, and then there's an interesting, you know, almost maybe land-based planes, but I don't know, it's on the carrier. But one thing, when he said they were magnetized, I thought, oh, that's cool. So when I put it on the carrier, I thought it kind of goes anywhere and sticks, you know. So I don't know if he used magnetic paint, you know, on that to be able to put those all over the place, because I know on my carrier, when I did it, I just put magnets underneath, so they only go in one position, but they'll slide up and down there, so that's kind of cool. So if you had super carriers, you could easily get a 3rd one on there, right? And then the last item here, these U.S. tanks. You got some Shermans and then Pershings here, you know, on the front. You can see the detail on those paint jobs, so those are pretty cool. So yeah, that's exciting. I always like getting those kind of units. Last year, I picked one of the packs from Combat Miniatures. Grab it up here. And it was a Japanese carrier and the 2 planes. So I've got 3 now that are painted up, you know, fully. So that's 3 less that I got to do or attempt to do. Or next year, maybe there'll be some more carriers in there with the Japanese planes painted up, so I can go that route. Yes, look at